at a Doritos Frito-Lay factory went on strike because of just horrible, inhumane conditions. Claims of having to work 84 hours a week. That's that fucking 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. This article even gets into how a worker died on the line instead of maybe, giving the workers there the day off, some time to grieve, process that. Pretty fucking traumatic, right? Standing there on the assembly line or whatever it looks like in this chip factory, and somebody dies next to you. And what does management do there? Get back to work. Nothing to see here. We gotta keep feeding the capitalists. We gotta keep increasing our quarterly profits. We can't stop for death. That's just part of life. Keep working. Say boycott Doritos and their associated brands. Obviously, stand in solidarity with these workers who are, so no Cheetos. I would definitely be honking for support. Luckily, I'm vegan, so I don't have to eat the Cheetos, but like Fritos, those are vegan. As of midnight on 5th of July, hundreds of employees at one of the nation's largest snack manufacturers went on strike, demanding better workplace protections and end to forced overtime. That has pushed Frito-Lay workers in Topeka, Kansas on the brink. Maybe later. For nearly 2 weeks, roughly 600 workers at the Frito-Lay plant have been on strike, calling for better pay, stronger workplace protections, and an end to unpredictable overtime schedules and staff shortages that workers say have endangered their lives on the job and stretched them too thin despite years of warnings. Stagnant wages haven't kept pace with the cost of living, no meaningful raise in more than a decade. No meaningful raise in more than a decade. And then again, it's always this is the shit that happens under capitalism. The workers who are generating all this wealth they're exploited through their surplus labor value being extracted by the succubus capitalist class. Case in point, no meaningful raises in more than a decade despite the company reaping billions of dollars in profits during the coronavirus pandemic. More people at home eating more chips. The workers aren't seeing the benefits, but the shareholders, the board of directors, the CEO, etc., they're sitting pretty. The claims of hazardous working conditions have allegedly been met with indifference, according to workers. When a worker died on the line, quote, "You had us move the body and put in another coworker to keep the line going." This is what I referenced earlier, said Sherry Renfro, a Frito-Lay worker, writing to the company in the Topeka Capital Journal. No forced overtime, more family pay, more family time, yes. I mean, think about that. 84 fucking hours a week, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week in this factory where somebody literally died, and instead of, stopping, treating these workers as actual human beings and not just cogs in a machine, they just replaced them so the line could keep going. But again, everybody, all of the working class, the proletariat, is just a cog in a machine under capitalism. That's by design. It's a system that's designed inherently to create profit, to increase profit, no matter the cost to the environment, no matter the cost to the people, even if that somebody fucking dies. Fuck it, you gotta go on. You gotta keep feeding the machine. Jesus. Frito-Lay said it was shocked by the vote. Why you're only having to work 12 hours a day. I mean, we're not having you work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. We did have a prayer and a moment of silence before the line had to keep going. Is that not enough? I mean, Jesus Christ, what do these people want? Quote, "We believe a strike would be the most harmful outcome for everyone involved, especially our employees," the company said in a statement. Ms. Renfro told the company she is shocked you're so out of touch with your employees you didn't... Yes, that's again the worker. Storm has been brewing for years. So, giant subsidiary of Pepsi, so boycott Pepsi too, including Lay's, chips, Cheetos, Doritos, operate more than 30 facilities. inhaling smoke and fumes after a fire, no hazard pay. While management worked remotely during the pandemic, reported that coworkers denied bereavement when their father died in another state. Jesus Christ, man. Cold temperatures. Fine for an amputation. Jesus, for OSHA. A forklift. Hiring temporary workers. Don't cross the fucking picket line, man. Don't be a fucking scab. Or woman, I should say. Person, people. Jesus. It's about more than wages and benefits. This is a union. President of the union. It's more about wages and benefits, about the quality of life for these workers and families. Strike is about working people having a voice in their futures and taking a stand for their families. Hire more workers. So yeah, despite billions in profits during the pandemic, not hiring more people, they just want to literally work these people to fucking death. Earlier this week, Pepsi reported its quarterly revenue. Again, that's the subsidiary or the corporation conglomerate over Frito-Lay. Quarterly revenue rose by more than 20% from 2020, with recent stock increasing, giving the company a market value of more than $211 billion. Jesus. Called on labor leaders to discourage the purchase of any Frito-Lay, Pepsi, Gatorade, Starbucks, Lipton, Tropicana, and Stacy's products under the Frito-Lay and Pepsi umbrella until a resolution or agreement in place to protect our members and their families' lives. I think that's frankly the least we can do to support these workers and stand in, our little bit of solidarity with them. Boycott these companies. So, with this worker, Dapro Stewart, his wages have increased only 77% in the last 12 years. Jesus. 77 cents in the last, what is that, less than fucking 7 cents a year for 12 years? Jesus Christ. All right, companies Pepsi owns. It's a huge fucking list. Oh, this is the one, right? Spoon University. 15 companies. You didn't. Nestle. Wait. No. Quaker, so no oatmeal, no Life cereal. Tropicana, I was listed. Sabra hummus, I believe that's also manufactured in the occupied Palestinian territory, so another good reason not to support that. Stacy's Pitas, Aunt Jemima, Naked Juice, Cheetos, Starbucks. Boom, no Starbucks, that's easy. Lay's potato chips, none of that. Minute Maid. Simply Orange, Vitamin Water. I mean, they got their fucking tentacles all over the place. Adwala. Is this it? Yeah. Is this it? Back up. Yeah, Tostitos, Briss, Naked, Mountain Dew. The fuck Miranda is? Miranda? Doritos, Starbucks, Gatorade, Aquafina, Pepsi Max. So all Pepsi shit. Fritos, Lipton, SodaStream. Here we go. Diet, Pepsi, 7-Up, Miranda. I haven't heard of that. Brisk, Sierra Mist, Aquafina, Naked Juice, Starbucks. Boom. So there you go. boycott all this shit until at least, hopefully this fucking just really disgusting company is able to at least give these workers, bare minimum, whether it be, more time off, hiring more workers, increased wages, better worker protections, etc. 84 hours a week, 77-cent raise over 12 years. It's fucking disgusting. Like the video if you like the damn video. Subscribe for more content. Peace. Much love. All proud of the people.